Yep. I always feel like I'm like thanking the crowd that's cheering at the end of the intro. Welcome to Rapid Rants, episode 16. Today's topics are a new popular shirt that says "My girlfriend will kill you." Another one is a man bought a book that teaches you how to summon demons. Companies are beginning to refuse to hire Gen Z employees, and it's not illegal. The drinking age over in Europe in general, but the video we have is particularly about Germany. It's really interesting when different women's rights were established in the USA. It's incredible how recent some of these things were. So let's go ahead and run the first topic, please, Princess.
So lately I've been seeing a lot of girls buy this shirt for their boyfriends, and I want to let you ladies know why this is a terrible idea. Oh, it's just a cute way to show that we're a couple and how committed he is. Exactly. That's my point. You're showing the entire world that he's taken. Picture this. He's alone at the mall or at the gym wearing the shirt that you gave him, showing the entire world that he has been selected. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Are you flipping my hash brown? Because women, and I'm just keeping it 100 here, you guys are the worst to each other. Because there are some women out there that when they see a man that is taken, they don't think, oh, hands off. They think, oh, that boy has been properly vetted. You're basically broadcasting to the world, hey, you know how we always say, where have all the real men gone? Well, I found one. I found my diamond in the rough, and I'm just gonna let him out into the wolves.
I feel this guy. I feel him. That's so crazy. That's the way that it works. It's like, dude, I can speak as a dude. When we're single, no girlfriend in sight, where the hell y'all at? The very second we taken, we all of a sudden the sexiest, most dreamiest dude in the world.
I feel like that happens to women as well. Like,
I just wanted to say the same thing.
Well, you would know better than us. Me, I'm like, nah, I feel like we always on the hunt.
Maybe it's because we have like a certain type of vibe, or we just like smiling too much. I don't know. It must be something, because it's the same for the females as well.
Yeah, I would say like there's definitely a lot of people out there that if they know that you're taken, they're gonna try harder and push harder. And sometimes people fold, sometimes people cave.
Yep, and sometimes you have those set of ratchet women who see it as a challenge. Oh, she gonna kill me. Let's see who she gonna kill. And now you got problems.
Now it's like something is in the air.
Yeah,
for real. And I think also on the other end of it, I wouldn't say that guys are looking at taking girls like that for the simple fact that we're trying to avoid the drama. Thanks. Unless something comes out, like I don't want to deal with you and your boyfriend or the complications of you and your boy. I don't want anything to do with that. But also for me, if I was with a girl and she asked me to wear this shirt, that is a neon red flag to me right there.
Who does this?
You're crazy. You're crazy.
Yeah.
If you want me to wear that shirt, no. Not gonna happen.
Blaze looking like he would wear it. Come on now.
It depends on the context. You know what I'm saying?
What context and
like
what situation you wear it?
Okay. Well, look, being someone who used to always be out on the road as a performer, I would always get certain attention. So, the girlfriend at the time was like, all right, I will kill every single, and I felt it'll make her feel a lot comfortable if she know that I had the shirt on. I would explain the risk. I'm like, all right, now I understand that you asking for fights, but if that's what you want, baby, I got you.
That would bring way more attention to you, hands down.
Big facts.
But I mean, that would mean a lot more wearing that during a performance, straight up though.
Hey,
that's a whole other aspect of that shirt. That's a whole other statement.
As a performer, that's the goal.
Next video shoot.
As a performer, that's the goal. You know what I'm saying? All the attention. You feel me?
Facts. I mean, I don't know. Would you, ladies, would you ever buy this for?
Hell no. Hell no. This man already gets enough attention. I put that shirt on, it's over with. Game over.
Not gonna lie, Ty is beautiful though. He's a beautiful man.
You.
Truly,
he is. He really is.
Like
women, women hit on him while he's at work, and he said he noticed that if they're going, like, they're more assertive when they're in their own home. So they're hitting on him, they're flirting with him. And he was like, I said, did you tell him that you have a wife? And he was like, of course I did, sweetie. Of course I did. So put on that shirt and it's over. They're just gonna find it as a game. Like,
tonight
no.
on the 11 o'clock news.
Hold on, what's he going to women's houses for?
He does task rabbit. Like he does. It's funny. This sounds so bad, but he does handiwork. Like he does. Like he builds furniture. He does yard work. Like he'll fix different stuff around the house. So,
I almost spit all of this water on everything.
Oh my god.
It's a cliche.
Yeah, bro's way too pretty to be doing that kind of work, man.
They love it. They tip him very well.
I bet.
Oh my! Hold up.
But to be honest,
So he's a handyman.
Up instead
Chill
like,
out, please.
Please wear the shirt.
I wouldn't do that.
No, not for him. Hell no. It's too much.
No.
It's right at the edge. You know how to like walking the edge? He's on the edge.
When he tells me some of the stories of what these women have said, I'm just like, oh, they're assertive. They are very assertive and a little bit aggressive. Like, what?
His profile picture just needs to be him smiling and you in the background.
Right.
Photobomb it.
Put billboards all around town from your wedding up, just like.
But the question is, why do they need to have their man wear such a shirt?
Insecurities.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big
but
time.
with the shirt, I mean, that
Where's
doesn't
the
solve
trust?
the issue.
Yeah, it's definitely.
If she have a
it's
trust
huge
issue,
red flag.
I mean, what the shirt going to do about it?
But a lot of times, girls, it's not that they have. A lot of times, they don't have the fear for their man doing something. It's their fear of the girls approaching and coming up to cause problems, and then those problems may consist of, oh, now his eye could be wandering. They don't even want the chance. So in their mind, it's like, nah, let's let them know that I will brutally end them.
So he didn't need to wear a shirt for that to be known with me. In my younger years and more clubbing and going out years when we were drunk, there were always, like, every time we would go out, there'd be a woman trying to hit on him and in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, I was a lot more aggressive and had a chip on my shoulder that I had something to prove. But now I've gotten older. I've matured a little bit more. I would never have him wear that shirt, but I will no longer fight someone, but I will give you those eyes that I'm going to kill you.
I would pay top dollar to go back in time and see that version of you.
No, that was a bad version. Like, it ended in arguments, and yeah.
I would take full advantage.
Arguments with him or arguments with this girl?
Both.
Oh.
Yo,
yeah.
I would take full advantage. I'll be in my own situation. A female try me. I'm not hitting no girl. You know what? I got something. Yo, Leslie. She said that she's gonna touch all on time. She said
the pitbull. Okay.
I'm sure. Yeah,
you
no.
let her talk about your man like that. Better handle that.
Well, no,
but the question is, do you verbally address it in that moment, or you just give him the look like?
No, I verbally address it. Now I've calmed down. Before I would verbally address it, but it was way more aggressive because I was drunk. But now I'll have that conversation. But it doesn't happen as much except with these older women in the houses that he goes to.
I don't take the chance. I'll handle it first. If you and my girl, somebody try to yo, chill out. My lady, thank you very much. I'm over the top petty. You feel me? Yeah, I got that, baby. Don't worry. Yeah.
Well, and also, I mean, as far as the shirt goes, man, it takes two to tango. Like, if you want to avoid people looking at, his eyes wandering or whatever, like eyes wander. I'm a people person. I'm a people watcher. I'm that guy that I'll sit on a bench in a mall and just like stare at people and watch them, wondering what their lives are. Like, what's brought you to this moment right now? Why?
And that's
why
the
do you need
thing.
to go to Route 21 right now?
Character. Look at the buns on that. Yeah, he knows what
Yeah. That's a nice chicken sandwich right there.
All right, let's talk about this book that summons demons.
Oh God.
Demon. Oh my. Okay.
I rebuke thee.
I'm very curious about summoning demons.
And here we
go.
So I read through the Lemegeton, which has very precise instructions on how to summon a demon. On TV and movies, people are always just accidentally summoning demons, but it really doesn't work that way. There's a lot that you have to do. You have to draw this big thing, but then you have to like know what symbols to put in stuff, and you have to have candles in certain places. And this thing has to be like 6 feet by 9 feet. It's massive. And then there's deciding which demon to summon. There's like 72 of these things. I have decided which demon I would summon.
Of course you have. Of course.
His name is Andrealphus. It says here that he appears in the form of a peacock with great noises. After a time, he putteth on human shape. He can teach geometry perfectly. He can also transform a man into the likeness of a bird. Honestly, I don't think it sounds that scary to summon a peacock that teaches me geometry. I think that sounds kind of fun.
As someone that hates math, mathematics is the devil's work anyway, so.
You can't just summon a demon. You have to make sure that when the demon comes, it is bound.
When the demon comes, you got to make sure he's bound. That's what Diddy said.
That's what Diddy said.
That was a bad one.
Oh.
Okay, this is
All
sort of
right, hold on. I
hard.
feel like Leslie is our resident demon expert. I feel like for some reason something tells me Leslie knows more about this than we do.
What gives you that idea?
Well, because
Yeah,
last
that's
episode you were
the
telling us
question.
how you used to pretend to be possessed in your Catholic school uniform. So I mean, there's got to be something
got
more
me
to
there.
that.
Okay.
Guilty as charged.
So yes, I know a little bit about this. More on like the lighter side, not the darker side.
I mean, how dark is freaking a demon that turns into a peacock and teaches you geometry?
Well, I've never heard of that one before. I would love to have that. But then isn't that a saint as opposed to a demon? Like, you're teaching me something that I failed in school.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
not a
also-
demon. That's not a demon. They're
He also
cheating.
said it can
That's
turn
the thing.
you into a bird.
Oh, it turns fly away.
Straight up.
How you gonna keep Ty then?
He'll turn into a bird. He doesn't know math well either. We'll both go be birds.
Oh, they wouldn't want her to be a bird if somebody's hitting on the boyfriend and then she can go. Yeah, that's no. You ever seen the movie Birds? We don't want that smoke.
Well, that video went on a little bit longer, and the guy was talking about like, look, man, life is crazy and hard enough right now. All the things going on in the world, we don't need people summoning demons right now.
Exactly.
Let's leave that alone. But on the other side, like Leslie was talking about, there is like a lighter side of this, like the Wiccan religion, right? It's very based in nature, but there's a lot of spiritual connections, and they're summoning different spirits just like that. They're not necessarily like this Adrian Vendetta that he summoned, but like I don't know. There's a lot of misunderstandings on the fringe religions, but they're like this is like specifically evil demons. Why would you want to do this?
Yeah, my question is like, but why though?
Right.
I just don't understand. Like a lot of these movies damn the movies. Let's go into the people that go into these houses and they want to find ghosts that actually go and do it. Why? I just don't understand.
People
It's
got
the
hobbies.
unknown. Yeah,
Good
they got
job.
hobbies.
Get
At least they have a
hobby.
passion.
8 people were murdered in this house. Let's see if we can channel the killer. Why?
You see, I'm gonna say, I'm sorry, Mom. She's right next to me. I'm sorry, Mom, for what I'm about to say. I know, I oh God, she's gonna kill me. So I knew about Santeria and Brujeria.
Explain.
She's staring at me right now. So it's kind of, it's just like different practices that you do, light and dark, for a specific outcome. We'll leave it at that. And this whole
I'm not picking up what you're putting down. I'm not.
Read the demon book and you'll understand.
I don't
Just
wanna.
kidding. Don't do that. No, don't bring that into your life. And that's like, it's like the Ouija boards, right? People play around with
Yeah,
Ouija
that's what I
boards.
just wanted to say. Who
And-
didn't do it back then?
Yeah. I definitely, I grew up, don't do that. Don't ever
Facts.
touch it.
We
Don't look
did
at
that
it like
too, and
nothing.
it was fucking scary.
You
It
guys did
was. Just give me a
was your
sign and then
experience?
boom, the light turned off. Like, oh my God.
No.
We
hell
ran
no.
down the stairs.
Hold on. All right. Where'd you get it? Where'd you get the Ouija board?
You just could order it somewhere.
Well, okay. So that's what I'm saying is like, all right. my daughter was real into the Ouija board idea for a long time, so she taught me a lot. She never did it, but she did. Like we talked a lot about the fact that if there was once power in a Ouija board to be able to summon spirits and communicate with spirits and everything, it stopped when Mattel started producing Ouija boards. If the same people that are making Monopoly are making the Ouija boards, there's some sacredity that lost.
I wouldn't put it past them. You know, maybe they summoned some demons to be able to give them the skills and the clout to be able to be successful in this business, to be able to sell all of these things. And, you know, the Ouija board is just, you know, if y'all want a little bit of this sauce, you know.
No, I don't care if someone gets it from Target or Walmart. I'm not going in that house. I'm not going to do it. And then something can attach to you. No, you're
for sure.
I'm good on that.
And
like people take it as a joke.
No lie. I've been at a house party before. Oh, we're gonna do Ouija board. All right, y'all. Peace. It's been real.
Party.
Oh, Blaze, come on, dog.
Who does a Ouija board at a house party?
Bro,
it was a thing. Like people loved it.
And not like a, you know, these cliche house parties that you see in TV shows and movies where it's like 800 people and you don't even have that many friends and everybody got red Solo cups. It's like maybe 15 people, you know, we got couples off, a few single people, you know, you play like spin the bottle, and it's one of those type of parties.
I've never been to a party that played that.
But then you were drinking and doing the Ouija board.
Oh no, I wasn't doing no damn Ouija board. As soon as they brought the Ouija board out, all right, y'all, is real. Oh, Blaze, you're no fun.
Yep. You're right. I'm a square.
Party pooper.
No, you see, you would get us into trouble. We would
have
yeah.
Trying to have us jacked up. Yeah, but we were in a horror movie. It would definitely be her fault why it happened. I'm the darkest, so I would die first. It made no damn sense.
No, we're in 2024, 2025. You will survive. I'll die first. I'm the lighter one.
Oh, perfect.
Look, is that the new rules?
All I know is in horror movies, once one black person died, because there's like, oh, you guys never make it past the credit. That's because we don't know what's going on. They have to get us first. You feel me? But once we know what's going on, you realize ain't no more of us in the movie.
We're gone. We're not staying with the group. We out.
What is the new trend now? I mean, the Ouija board and everything is so old school. So what is the new trend? Like
demon books, reading books of demons.
They just released a movie called Ouija. Literally, it's a movie called Ouija. It ain't old school yet. It's still fresh.
I want to know where this guy is like, you know what? My day's kind of boring. I'm going to go to the library and pick up a book that's about demons. Let's spice up our life a little bit.
Like, what inspires you to go buy that book?
No, they're going to do ebooks, or no, they're going to do podcasts.
We're doomed. That's how they get started. Remember, I was telling you about the TikToker that's eating the glass.
You know, I was just thinking that.
Yeah,
that don't make sense. Yeah, you know, they created a flip opposite of the Ouija board, so it's a Jesus board, and you can summon Jesus. Still, I ain't touching it.
I'm not doing that either. I don't care if you say it's
and they got something to roll dice or something.
No, it's just like the Ouija board. It's just angels on it.
Yeah, no.
I mean, you can play the game or you could pray. You know.
Roll the dice.
How many steps you want to go through to talk to Jesus?
Okay.
Just pray.
Monopoly for okay. The Bible Monopoly.
Yeah. Bible Monopoly.
I guarantee you they have that. I guarantee you they have that, bro. Like, Mount Cavalry instead of
go to jail, go to hell. Not playing that game.
Okay, what a topic. No more demons to draw.
No.
All right, now let's go to the company's not hiring Gen Z employees.
Oh, I've been waiting for this one.
This is a good one.
Don't hire Gen Z. They don't know what work actually means. Now hiring baby boomers only. Thanks.
I was on the Dr. Phil show, and it gets crazier. Companies and boomers around the country are not hiring Gen Z, and they're blatantly discriminating against them. Look at this sign. This was from the Dollar Tree, and since then, the manager has been fired. But she says, I apologize for closing again. My 2 new cashiers quit because they said their boyfriends couldn't stand here for their entire shift. Don't hire Gen Z. They don't know what work actually means. Now hiring baby boomers only. And this business owner just went on national television and said the exact same thing, that they don't even hire Gen Z anymore, and they won't hire Gen Z in the future. Of course, my first question was, isn't this illegal? The age discrimination laws on the book is called EEOC. It prohibits an employer from treating applicants and employees who are 40 and older differently. That's it. 40 and older are protected. And then we get national headlines like this. A Gen Z woman with 2 degrees breaks down in tears sharing the responses she received. She was going door to door, and she says, honestly, a little embarrassing because I'm literally applying for like minimum wage jobs, and some of them are being like, no, we're not hiring. And I'm like, what? This is not what I expected.
Wow.
Yo.
I didn't know the law applied.
Wow.
I know.
What?
I
To
know.
40
Look,
and older?
of course, there's only a law that protects people that are 40 and older, because that's the only problem we've ever had before. We've never had a generation like this
That's
generation
true.
who just can't get with the program. They,
Damn.
like straight up, my daughter is very much Gen Z, and there are, notice with her and her friends, there's no problem solving skills. There's no, you can't
explain.
You can't look at an issue like, all right, so you're at work, right? And something big spills. They got to go and ask what they should clean it up with, rather than just, okay, let me grab some paper towels and a mop and a bucket and get done. Like they have no confidence in themselves whatsoever.
But,
Oh.
but that's doesn't it?
It's not all of them, I can't.
Well, but no, we have to generalize that, like, for this like topic we do. What interests me is that they said they don't know what work is. Is it the work ethic? Is it not problem solving? I want to know what more they're thinking behind that.
Okay, so the
aspect.
one woman gave the example of her 2 employees walked out because their boyfriends weren't allowed to just sit there for their entire shifts.
Oh, I missed that. That's
It's like,
really stupid.
Yeah. And that's Gen Z mentality.
Entitlement.
Gotcha. It is the entitlement.
Definitely.
And I have heard a lot of people talking about that. And my thing is that why do you feel entitled? Like, you haven't really put much effort into this, I'm sorry to say this, into society to be entitled. You haven't really worked much. I hear that work ethic is lacking more and more. Each day, each generation, and that's what's really unfortunate.
And seeing it, dealing with teenagers and seeing them, I am seeing and hearing, oh, I just don't understand why I have to this or what. I'm
because I told you,
you want to get paid, right?
Right, exactly. This is your job.
Yeah, but that's the point. Nowadays, nobody really wants to work anymore. They want to put less effort into something. Like one of my friends, she has her own business. She said she can literally tell each month, like, this person is missing, this person is sick, this is blah blah blah. So, and then they want to have like a high as salary for doing nothing. Then they're too lazy to do something else. So I think the new generation, they want to get paid. They have their requirements, but they're not skilled.
Exactly.
No, absolutely.
Exactly.
Like,
and it's technology. It sucks because that's the double-edged sword thing about, technology and AI and a lot of this stuff is these people not learning nothing.
Because it's all being done for them.
I just had one
papers are being done for them.
Where it said, isn't it on the parents as well to teach them? I think
hands down. Yeah.
Definitely till a certain extent, but then at the end, I mean, they raise you a certain type of way, but then you're just making up your mind. And especially if you start working, what is the age to be able or to allow to start working over
15,
there?
right?
15.
Yes,
with certain restrictions or whatever. But
yeah,
in Gen Z's defense, and like, I really do understand these business owners' decision. I really do. But in Gen Z's defense, like, I've seen Gary Vee talk about where this generation, they're the first generation with options. Right.
Yeah.
Like, and if they're smart enough, they don't need to go work at a fast food place for minimum wage. They can go find one thing to sell on eBay. and then use that money to go buy more things to sell on eBay, or they can start a TikTok. And if they're a gamer, or they can make way more than they could ever make at a salary job.
And that's completely accurate, because I love Gary Vee. Like, he's incredible, and what he's empowering the younger generation.
Absolutely.
But we're talking about the younger generation who is working in these places and they have no work ethic. Like, I understand if you want to go explore your options, that's awesome. Go all in. But if you already have a job, you have to balance both. You can't just quit because your boyfriend couldn't sit with you. Like, things like that. Like,
it's crazy that I have applied that into my own company and didn't even realize it. Like, it's been a year now since I've been on this kick of 30 and older for people that I'm hiring. I don't fire so many people as stupid, but every
I don't
single
make the cut.
all of the freaking people that I've hired, freaking 25 and younger, has all been crap. I've had to do so much damage control due to, bro, this person's episode was supposed to be edited and put on the thing. What happened? Oh, well, we went out last night and I just figured I'd get to it in the morning.
There's no sense of urgency anymore,
isn't it? Like, they don't know.
They don't.
But then the question is why?
I will say that it does go back to how the parents raise the kids.
Yes.
Like, my work ethic and problem solving skills has been instilled upon me because of my mom. I saw her bust her ass, and she climbed the ranks, and I'm so proud of her. Like, she is the epitome of rags to riches, right? So I know what work ethic is. It can still be taught. It can be instilled upon these kids, but parents are choosing not to do that because here we go. What's the question?
No, go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
Oh, he was going to say it's easy to say when she's right there in the room.
I tell her this all the time, and she does not accept compliments very well. But it's now I lost my train of thought. Way to go!
All right. I won't raise my hand anymore. I apologize.
She's turning 30.
Just go. Just say it. You got a minute and 48 seconds.
So, on that note, I did everything I could to raise my daughter with problem solving skills and a work ethic, and I mean, she saw me work terrible jobs, 50, 60 hours a week.
Oh, there it is.
No.
There's the demon right there.
What? What just happened?
It froze in the middle of your conversation.
Oh no.
She said it's a demon. So you're pretty much saying you taught.
Okay, so I did everything I could to live that example, be that example for her and everything. And now, granted, she's gotten a job now and she's working full time, and she doesn't bitch about the hours. And she's been doing a really good job at work. But there was an adjustment period, and so she got the work ethic, but she didn't get the problem solving skills.
That will come with time.
I sure hope so.
That's like
I mean. She's 18. She's almost 19.
Imagine someone who trains to box for like 15 years and they finally break into business and they get knocked out every fight.
Well,
I think it can develop.
I hope so. Because, I mean, I've talked to her about the fact that, like, she's turning 19 in December. I took responsibility for her. I met her and I took responsibility for her when I was 19 years old. I was her age, and I talked to her like, could you imagine right now saying, yes, I will take care of this 1-year-old for the rest of their life? Like, I wouldn't trust her to take that responsibility right now. I would not want her raising.
No, then I don't have no time to play my games and do
then
this.
Again, shit, my parents would have said the same thing about me when I was 19. So, All right. Let's and we have a resident expert on this one, the drinking age in Germany.
Let's go.
Women were first allowed to attend college in 1847, which is 200 years after Harvard was founded. Women were first allowed to keep their own wages in 1900, but weren't allowed to have a bank account until 1974. Women gained the right to vote only in 1920. Women were allowed to serve in the military as regular or reserve status, official status, only in 1948, after World War II. Very important. Women first given the right to birth control in 1965, but that was only for married women. Unmarried women did not gain that right until 1972, 7 years later. Women were first allowed to sit on federal juries in 1973. Women could own their own home in 1968, but you had to pay for it in cash because you weren't allowed to have your own bank account or get a loan in your own name without your husband's signature until 1974. Women were first allowed to own their own business without a signature of a man or a husband in 1988. Women were allowed to divorce their spouse, their husband, in no-fault divorce in 2010. And then I put this one in here because I thought it was really interesting. Women were allowed to breastfeed in public without the threat of public indecency charges, a Class B misdemeanor that can result in 180 days in jail for breastfeeding in 2018.
Wow.
Sheesh.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Kushana, what is the history of women's rights like in Germany?
Oh, I remember, like, my neighbor, she's 77, and she telling me sort of stories that she had to ask her husband to go out, or she had to, it was a law that she was not supposed to sleep at his house until they were married. So they had different laws, and I was really shocked. I asked her, so since when? And she told me all different type of stories. So literally we had them as well. I never really noticed because it was not my year or whatsoever.
Yeah.
But she explained it, and she said, like, oh, back then you had to ask your husband for allowance to go somewhere. You had to do this.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Look, I know why. I know why it's been like that. You know, when we play the race card, you know, black people love to say, well, they did all this stuff to us because they knew that we would be, you know, more athletic or this and that. And if we had the same equal rights, we would run things. It's true about women. We knew from early on in the beginning that, oh, they're going to take over the world. They create life. You know, we need to go ahead and control this now to the extreme prejudice. And that's what they did. That's what they did. Sorry, Beth.
And the world would have been a much better place. It would have been.
I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that. Like,
I was like, you had me until you said that.
Well, no, women are emotional creatures and men are more logical creatures. I'm just going to stand by that. That's how it is. And there's a proper balance. And there's a proper balance between, you saw that, didn't you?
Mom say, what you, I'm logical.
Have something thrown at her, like, what did you just say?
But it's true. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's where that balance comes into play.
Yes.
Like, you have the emotions, which is great. It provides the care. It provides the understanding and the empathy. Yes. And then you have the logic to be able to get things done.
Yes.
So, but I would agree on it if we would have more females in you know, running the world, being, you know, more involved.
Who says that y'all not doing that already? What are you talking about? Y'all beating us in everything right now. What do you mean?
Have that much war like we do have now?
Man, the only thing y'all not beating us in is like presidencies and stuff, and it's because it's always been that way in tradition. But you notice it happen. Everything else, y'all go look at the stats and look at numbers. It's not
sports,
a lie.
Though.
No.
That's another conversation.
Hell no. But hell, and that's only because we're more physically, you know, stronger in a lot. But it's, hell,
y'all ego persons, men are so have such a big ego, and
right. Like Leslie was saying, you know, we're more logical and women are more like emotion driven, but at the same time, we are more ego driven. And when we're right, we're right. You can't convince us otherwise. That's not good for politics. Not at all. So in retrospect, if women had been allowed in the military and in politics and had all the power for bank accounts and everything like they talked about, then it would be a more balanced world. We would have the male influence and the female influence at the highest points of power.
It's like I where I'm not sure is, you know, because we got to a place to where there was a balance, and Damn it, I don't want to sound crazy for this, but time's up. Sorry.
Cliffhanger.
Yep.
I changed my question.
What was you going to say, please? All right, now let's run the drinking age in Germany topic.
I know your daughter is in Germany, but she wanted to party in Europe. So she's in college in New York, and some of her friends live in Germany. And she calls me, and she said, Ma, and I said, what? And she said, girl, and I said, girl. And she said, do you know that the legal drinking age in Germany is 15? 15? I said, what? She said, yes. I said, no. She said, Ma, I can't have a drink when I'm here. I said, no. She said, why not? I said, Casey, you are too young. And she said, you know what? She pulled the card, Cherry. Yeah. She said, you know what? Technically, I'm an adult. I said, so let me get this straight. You want to go to another country, have liquor for the first time. You don't know your limit. You don't know how these girls party. You can do what you want to do, but I'm going to tell you this now. I'm not that father from that movie Taken, okay? I don't have no special set of skills. If you get taken over there, baby, you just going to be took. Because I can't help you.
Yo, she's great.
Facts.
So let's start off. Quishana, tell us about the drinking ages in Germany and in Europe. What you know about it?
Yeah, so legal is to drink alcohol is 16, but then it's gonna be wine and beer. And you're allowed to drink when one of your parents is around, even younger. Like they, take care of it.
Wow.
But like the hard liquor is allowed with 18. But it's different than the States. I mean, we are allowed to drink with 16. And I remember, I think I had my first sparkling wine when I was 14, 13. But my parents gave it to me on New Year's Eve and were like, okay, you should try.
That's an exception.
But like a lot of teenage kids, they just, like the Aqua Pops type of drinks, like the Smirnoff Ice, they are allowed to drink that, I think, but they set up the age at 18 again for certain stuff. But
what's been your experience like with 16-year-olds running around drinking wine?
You can go public, you can drink beer, wine, you just don't have to put it in a brown paper bag. It's normal. You grab your beer, you're gonna meet up downtown, you're gonna grab your 6-pack of beer and you just drink it. You're gonna sit down.
You can drink outside.
I want to hear what's going through Blaze's mind right now. He's freaking out.
But I would say, Europe in general, like alcohol is like a so general thing here. Everyone is drinking it. My friend from Atlanta, he was out here. He was first at Portugal, then he was in the Netherlands. He came to Germany. He was like, man, I was drinking so much alcohol the last couple of weeks. Like, this is crazy. I need to get I don't know. I need to stop drinking for the next half year. So everything that you do over here, like, it's normal that you're having your beer. Like in the UK, you have your beer in the pub after work. You're gonna drink your beer after. Yeah, so
I love that.
I was looking up some things while you were going, and it's crazy because it's like, in one sense, as far as more deaths and things of that nature, it's lower here. Like, if people die with alcohol in their system, whatever, it's lower here. But what's higher here in the States is the irresponsibility. It's like people are a lot more responsible, even though death rate is higher in Europe and these other countries, but they're more responsible. It's less alcohol abuse over there, and maybe it's because they're drinking younger and they
teach them to control.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Because it's a thing, like, you are only allowed to drink like at 21. Everyone will be like, oh, we should be, meeting up and drink it, at home.
Well, yeah, and then you spend 6 years sneaking around binge drinking with your friends because that's the only way that you can.
And getting locked up.
Right.
Yeah.
Getting locked up for it.
Hold on. What's a DUI? If you get pulled over drunk, what happens in Germany?
Well, you just get I think they just, you have to pay. You just get like a what you call it, a notice, a ticket.
Yeah, we going to jail.
But you're not going directly to jail. I mean, they can take you to do a test, but
we going to jail.
Yeah, like and it's gonna hurt. We're gonna lose our license, and then when we get our license back, we got to get this special kind of insurance that literally costs something like $500 a month.
Yeah.
What the
I mean,
fuck?
if you drunk something, you have a limit. They say like you got so much of promil that you can have in your blood system. So literally, you can drink 1 or 2 beers and still drive. You know,
we can't have none.
Yeah, like literally a beer or two would put you over the limit.
Yep.
Oh.
Like
and it's ridiculous. You're not impaired at that point. You're not after 2 beers.
Hot topic right there. I see. Come on over. We can drink here.
Come on, kids.
No, but all good. You should be
All right.
controlled.
All right, let's do Leslie's question.
All right. If you had a parrot, what would you teach it to say?
I think I would teach my parrot some Korean words. That would be interesting.
Ooh, okay.
Because I don't speak Korean. I still try to learn over 200 something days, and I'm so lost. So I think it would be dope if I have a parrot who at least
parrot's gonna teach you
something in
Korean.
Korean.
I'm gonna teach my parrot.
It's that demon.
I want to teach my parrot how to say the most prestigious network in the land.
Oh.
Yes,
that's the winning answer.
Every time I pass by him.
Some of you had a parrot before.
I have had a parrot before.
No, I would never own a
You
bird.
would, Blaze.
I did. I've had one before, and it cursed all the damn time.
That's what I would get mine to do. Be like, oh shit. That's what I would.
What
say
sucks is
every
you
time.
try to get it not to, because it does it all at the wrong times.
Oh,
when you're home by yourself,
it's like
no
Tourette's.
company, it just wants to go, that's it. As soon as you got important means over, bitch.
Did you know that it's like a sign for them when they start talking that they feel lonely?
What?
They would never start talking if they had like
He
a
said
companion.
oh man, so he was trying to get your attention. He just
That's-
wanted the alone time then, Blaze.
That's
Aw.
cap.
Yeah.
I totally disagree. Give that bastard too much love. I felt like when I wanted him to say stuff, he didn't want to say it, didn't want to learn. Because I was giving him attention. Wow.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You see,
you got distracted when friends came up. Oops.
I have one friend. She had I don't know the English name for that type of bird. It was not a parrot, but she was cutting off his wings, and then she started training him to talk. I mean, it was not the nicest way, but it worked.
Like,
and it grew back. It's not like she cut the feathers off and it didn't,
exactly.
you know. But one of my friends, he had a parrot as well. And every time the phone rang, like he answered the phone, like literally, or when we were, having like our recording session, that parrot was like, whatever. He really conversated with us. I was like, okay, this is so weird. But
what did the parrot do? Show me one more time.
Yeah, really. I like parrots, but kind of Blaze. Okay.
I just want to see what the parrot did one more time for me, please. What did it do?
No, but it was so funny. So literally, they communicated with us in a certain type of way because they want some response. But usually, if they are like two of them, they don't speak. So
I noticed. I've noticed that. A friend of mine had two, and when they're together, they don't speak.
But they're not lonely.
They're not freaking lonely.
I would teach my parrot to shower me with compliments every time I pass it. I would be like, "You're awesome. You're the best." And like, thank me, like, thanks for the food. Thanks for cleaning my cage. Like, I want to feel appreciated by the parrot. That's what I would want.
Why?
That's dope.
Leslie, what would you do?
You're handsome.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
curse all the time. I just wanted to curse all the time. Even if it's in the wrong moments, I would find that completely hysterical. Yeah. Completely hysterical.
You say,
that's why I love the TikToks when you see parrots, the parrots videos. They are so funny.
They're great.
You're just scrolling through, and if you like one, they always coming back with something.
I saw one that the guy kept getting the cops called to his house because the parrot would imitate screams from horror movies. So it would just be in the backyard like, they're scaring them! Help me! Try explaining that to the cops for the 10th visit this week.
Oh man.
Dude.
Let's run Quishana's question.
All right, my question: if you could level up any aspect of yourself, like strength, intelligence, charisma, but you had to decrease another aspect of yourself by the same amount.
Like character creation in a game right now. Like,
what would you increase and which would you decrease?
Oh, damn! The decrease is what killed it.
I would increase whatever skill it would require to not feel like every time I'm in an argument, I think of what I should have said 30 minutes later. Like, I don't know if that's like, charisma or whatever you want to call it, but that hindsight, I want to get rid of my hindsight 2020 situation. I want to know what's going on in the moment. That's what I would change.
All right. I would increase my finances, my income, and decrease my body fat percentage. That's what I would do.
What?
I love that. But see, I'm afraid to do that because I'm like, if I increase like the income to where I want it, you have to equally decrease the body fat. So what, am I going to be anorexic now?
No. So what? Okay, let's hypothetically speaking, I'm 36% body fat. I don't know the number, and then we go down to 16% body fat, right? That's a 20% difference. If I bring my income up 20%, what is it? 36 minus 16?
Oh, but no, you're right anyways, because you said body, you was like the body fat percentage. Yeah, you have zero body fat. You still,
exactly.
Okay. I'm on that too. You feel me? What I'm doing is I'm going to increase the strength. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to increase my strength. And all that body fat got to go. Butch, I'm sorry, my guy, but you got to go. Hey, look, I'm already smart. You feel me? I'm already talented. I'm already creative. I had my strength. Baby, you want to get this parking spot? I got you. Yeah.
I like you would decrease the same. Or would you choose something else?
All right. Well, something else to decrease. Strength is definitely going to be strength. Decrease. Damn. Freak. My urge for unhealthy foods, like for sugars and freaking just take
so you're just not disciplined about it.
Hey, look, it's semi-facts. I have lupus, so I'm doing pretty good, but I could be doing a whole lot better.
That's what she's saying. Be disciplined.
It's when somebody look. I got a girl that know how to cook. You feel me? And she cook healthy stuff, but sometimes she like, look, I don't got lupus, so I want to eat a Reese's peanut butter cookie. As soon as I smell it, ain't no telling me no. I'm getting that. So
How about you, Quishana?
I think I would increase my intelligence. I really think like, oh, how can people be so smart? This is plus. Yeah. But then on the other hand, I would decrease my I'm just sometimes too emotional, and I would like to be a little bit more rational about things. So I think to have too much empathy for people should be like decreased, definitely. So I would react or behave a certain type of way that might benefit me in my ways, because the emotional side of me is sometimes like,
Quishana, why did you slap her? Yeah, I feel you.
No.
That was Leslie in the club. That was Leslie in the clubs back in the day. That was.
Oh no, she was punching. She was punching.
Nobody, I think. No, I never.
When you have the short dreads, you're crazy. Punching.
No, I had the fro back then.
She was stomping. It was Nook. If you book, that was her. Yeah.
That's like the Black Air Force of haircuts. Like,
hey, that's racist.
Whoa.
Comment section, get them.
All right. Blaze's question.
I'm ready. Yeah, from Quishana's request is going to be a non-player, not a cartoon character. Which horror villain do you think would make the best roommate, and why would it be a nightmare?
Oh.
I mean, I don't really want any as a roommate, right?
Oh, you got no choice.
I mean, I feel like I'm gonna go with Michael Myers because he's low key, right? He's low key, like he's quiet. He's not gonna bug you. You know, he's moving around. He goes out a lot. You know, and why it would be a nightmare? I feel like I would definitely like wake up and he would just be in my doorway watching me. Now that would be the end of my roommate situation, but.
That's dope.
Oh. No, but he's scary. I don't.
Who's not scary?
Right? All horror characters are scary.
All of them.
He don't have a chainsaw. You know, like there's not a lot of noise. There's not a lot of disturbances.
Exactly.
How about you guys?
Krishana, Leslie.
I don't.
This is why you should have asked us sooner.
Blaze puts his questions in late.
I know that's my bad. Well, but then I'll go. You know,
For
me, it definitely will be Freddy. You know, it'll be Freddy Krueger. The only thing he couldn't do is, you know, be in my nightmare. That's it. He can do it to anyone else.
Man.
He can't do it to me.
Good answer.
Yeah, good answer. He can't do it to me, and it would be a nightmare because I wouldn't be able to have no girl sleepover. So. Because they'd all die. So.
They'd all die.
I could consider. I don't know. Leslie, you want to go first?
I'm just gonna base it off of one of my favorite horror movies. I'm gonna go with Hellraiser.
Oh my god!
I know, but
I would never visit ever.
Exactly, and the reason why it would be a nightmare would because no one would want to visit, even the ones that love me the most. So
at all. Could you believe this girl asked me to come over to her house? No, she don't love you, girl.
I can't think of anything else.
Kushana?
I think I would take the clown.
Oh God.
Oh, what's it? It.
The penny.
I'm sorry. In Germany, it's S, not it. Okay.
Yeah.
In Germany.
Oh no, I knew that. I was saying it for them. You know, sons half German. You know,
what's his name in that movie? Like it's Pennyworth here, right?
Pennywise.
Pennywise.
How you say Pennywise in German?
I'm not sure. I think I have to Google it.
I think it's still Pennywise.
I think they just call him the clown. I'm not sure.
Got no
Princess might know it.
Why? Why would you choose Pennywise though?
I don't. Because I was thinking about The Grudge, but nah.
Ooh.
Oh hell! Oh my god! I am so terrified of The Grudge.
That's the little thing that crawls around, right?
It's
that's the little. Hey, look, that movie made me. I'm not gonna say it made me racist to Asian people, but it definitely made me afraid for a little bit. I had a good 3 months where, nah, bro, you can't sit next to me, dog.
I'll wait for Halloween.
Damn.
Joe. And the clown would be cool because he'd never be in the house. He'd just be like in the sewer gutter somewhere. And you'll have a lot of balloons.
True. That's a good point.
2024.
He lives under the house.
It'd be a nightmare because you'll lose too many kids.
But bro, like I don't like clowns. I wouldn't want to look at the clown every day, man. Like I was in my neighborhood one time. I'm pulling out and the clown driving past me real slow, and I about pissed my pants. Like,
hell no.
All right, let's do my question. If you could know any life statistic for yourself, what would it be? Like, for example, how many sandwiches you've eaten in your life, how many steps you've taken, just any statistic. What would you want to know?
Dang, that's fire.
How many mistakes I've made?
Well, that's super pessimistic.
Why?
That's the question that I would like to know.
Don't judge my answer.
Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Let me be me.
Why would you want to know that?
That's a great follow-up question. The reason why I would like to know is maybe I can pinpoint what went wrong, why it went wrong, and what I can do to make sure it doesn't go wrong again.
Fair.
But if you have a statistic about it, like it doesn't give you the whys. There's
It'll
only
be
how
in
many
depth.
times.
You're right. And she
Krishana,
wants to
how about
increase
you?
her intelligence. That was smart.
But I think I would just have I would like to have a statistic of how much junk food stuff how much I ate within my whole life with like unhealthy stuff that I shouldn't been eating. So it would be like good to know, like, okay, how much time did you invested in eating all this junk throughout your whole life? Maybe then we need like a KPI, like a measurement for it to be like, okay,
What
to
is
have
a KPI?
an idea of how much food we really ate, or sweets, or all this type of sugar stuff, unhealthy stuff. But I think that would be interesting.
Y'all a lot healthier over there though. When I toured over there, I promise you, I didn't see not one obese person. And I was pissed off at every restaurant I went to because y'all had all like there was nothing like over here we got large, super size. Over there, like our medium is y'all large. I'm like, well, how am I supposed to eat this?
That's why we're large and supersized over here.
Yeah,
yeah. No, I mean even McDonald's has like better ingredients in Europe. You know, it's entirely different.
We have laws that says not too much sugar. Like
yeah,
what?
right.
Yeah. European soda is different. Like the Coke has real sugar, but not too much sugar. Like everything in the States is way sweeter, much more colored with some stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh no, that food. Yeah. That's a whole other discussion. But Blaze, how about you? What would you want to know?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get cheesy. I think I would want to know how many people I've made smile.
Oh, that is cheesy as hell, bro. That's corny. Yeah. Now, I'll tell you what statistic I want to know from you, Blaze. I want to know how many songs that you have been involved in creating. Not just rapping, not just producing, but also connecting people.
Yes.
Inspire, you know?
Bro. Oh my God. I would love to know that. You know what? All right, everyone, look at the
little flashy thing.
But no, for real, I would love to know that, bro. That's crazy.
Like ballpark. What do you think? Like I would say above 10,000 with your entire career.
Easy.
That's crazy. That's crazy to think.
There's been so many times I've been in a room where I've helped people write songs. I've started the careers of so many people who've in turn probably helped other people. And wow, it's hard. I have I make beats, so I have like packs that's going around. I finally when I was doing the back to school thing, the DJ was doing a mix and I heard my sound kit. Because I put them out so DJs and other people can download them. I heard my exact sound kit. I was like, that's
sweet.
Wild.
That's
dope.
So
that's sweet.
Yeah,
I think my answer would be how many miles I've driven in my life. Because man, I've driven a lot. Like I used to drive from Orlando to Maryland by myself in one stretch, and then many times I've done that, and then from Maryland to Alabama, and then going for work and stuff. I drove to Massachusetts. Like the amount of miles.
That's a lot.
I love the way Leslie said Alabama in the
last one.
It just comes out when you say Alabama. You can't.
Alabama. That's when I help it. Tokyo Drift one. The Tokyo Drift, the Fast and the Furious.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah, dude, he was from Alabama. He was like, I'm from Alabama.
That was the word. He ruined that whole whatever. I'm not gonna get into that. Episode's over. This has been a dope episode. Rapid Rants, episode 16. Catches every single week at 3 p.m. EST on
the most prestigious network in the land, the Signature Series Network.